This is an adult bull shark. Fast, fierce, and armed quite literally to the teeth, she has little to fear here in the Gulf. The muscular marvel confidently moves through its watery world. The predator's 350 fearsome teeth are put on full display. Exhibiting behavior more common to a thresher shark, this bull makes creative use of her powerful tail. The bull's speed is astounding for a large marine predator. A breaching shark is a rare and calorie-intensive spectacle. While it is well known that sharks feed on mollusks, fish, and seals, less discussed is their propensity to feed on food. The illegal feeding of wild sharks, it must be emphasized that this sort of targeted violence is quite unusual for a shark.
That shark needs a good whack on their nose. Go get him, Chad. Go on there, shark. Hey, she putting up a fight for sure. I ain't paid no more. Catch me this shark myself. Oh, look at them teeth. Oh, she gonna make quite a mantelpiece. Got us some dinner coming, boys. Let's get her up on deck, huh?
A famous big game hunter once posited that after an animal had tasted human flesh, it forsakes its natural prey in a deadly single-minded search for the most dangerous game. Once more, the shark turns back to this place of centered calm. Some shark species practice cannibalism in utero. Remember, when planning a cemetery, try to avoid high-risk coastal areas. The sea wolf remains acutely aware of anything that might constitute food. It's essential that the shark returns to the water. I have one of those new pop-up tub stoppers at home, and let me tell you, those things are just a magnet for hair and debris. Quite a strange conglomeration of stuff will end up in the stomachs of sharks. Is a freshwater fish commonly found throughout the Great Lakes region, so I have no idea what it's doing here. The bull shark is able to attain larger maximal sizes through selective feeding. This protein supplement has 0 additives, so the shark doesn't have to worry about hitting artificial colors or flavors. From the moment she's born, the shark's cold, expressionless eyes are constantly on the watch for food. Traveling around, we are constantly reminded of how man's intrusion has disrupted the fragile equilibrium of the marine world. A bull shark is an animal of broad dietary proclivities. While adorable, these soft-stuff mascots don't provide much in the way of nutritional value. These scavengers of the sea are vital in cleaning the ocean floors of edible and semi-edible detritus. The rapacious rover is always swimming, searching for anything to satisfy the gluttony that is their defining trait. In spite of their reputations as wrestlers, alligators haven't mastered the nuances of scientific holds like the figure 4. The shark is now a teen, and we should expect much angst, ennui, and poor decision-making. Sometimes even sharks just need to dirty up. The overhunting of Fawtick's keystone predators has led to a superabundance of catfish, which is just fine by local bully Rosie the alligator. a group of consenting adults wants to perform cryptic rites to shadow forth the prophecy of the great old ones, who am I to judge? Caviar Key features Painted Sails, a luxury 5-star resort built over the remains of Tunamacha, a pre-Columbian city that was... After losing to King Crush in the 2011 Monster Mania semifinals, Big Finn stepped away from the limelight for a simpler, more natural way of life. For sharks, it's important to create personal time for sober self-reflection. Over the course of a bull shark's life, it will ingest quite a broad assortment of flotsam and jetsam. Anyone who has delved into the stomach contents of a shark is acutely aware that they'll eat just about anything. The solitary hunter stumbles upon another source of nourishment. Prosperity Sands features glittering white beaches fenced off for the sole enjoyment. Port Clovis considered removing these naval mines after the war, but the city had already spent its annual budget booking a Nickelback cover band for the 4th of July. Every summer, Port Clovis plays host to the Megasonic Electro Carnival, giving a real boost to the local MDM audience. Mutations aren't random. They require large amounts of mutagens as a catalyst. Pulling off a successful casino heist is made even harder when you drive off the road into the ocean and drown. After the end of the tiki craze, bar owners toss their Polynesian-inspired decor into the Gulf, where their kitschy charm is completely lost on native marine life. Golden Shores was built as vacation residences for wealthy out-of-towners, with spectacular ocean views, private beach access, and a gate to keep out the locals. Upon using this medication, if you experience priapism, do not attempt to improvise your own surgical shot. An insatiable fish, the bull shark is 9/10 appetite. Golden Shores was built on an elevated coastal hazard area. And while they don't have any disaster prevention strategy in place, I'm sure it'll be fine. In the not-so-distant future, a young visionary entrepreneur will spot these 3 shells while snorkeling and revolutionize after-toilet care. While they appreciate human sacrifices, the eldritch gods of yore are seldom enthused about being summoned to Port Clovis. This trimaran, like many before it, was lost in its journey to the mythological dry land. When it was discovered that their Stonehenge replica was astronomically misaligned, enraged Port Clovians threw it in the ocean. There is a very real risk of drowning while surfing, but at least you'll leave behind a cool-looking skeleton. Blah, blah, blah. Late-stage capitalism. The water along Caviar Key is frequently described as gin clear. Which reminds me, I could go for another Singapore swing. As a result of industrial pollution and sewage wastewater, Dead Horse Lake was designated a Superfund site in 1996. As with many social movements, the annual Driftwood Man Festival purports to foster progressive change. But it's really just an excuse for hippies to flout public nudity laws. The spring of '73 was a magical time in Port Clovis, when local favorite Trash Talk placed 20th in the Derby, and the city placed first in the country for petty theft. mineral supplement wouldn't be necessary if this shark ate a more nutritious, well-balanced diet. While most know him as the friendly face of Captain Winky's Fish and Chips, in real life, the pirate was a genocidal monster who murdered and enslaved thousands. Until local police departments settle a dispute over jurisdiction, these two remain a popular attraction for selfie-seeking snorkelers. A quiet space is the ideal stage for the shark to meditate and harness her pure potentiality. The artist spent 16 years building this sculpture out of trash pulled from the lake, only to have it thrown back in the lake by intoxicated locals. The shark uses lipids from high-fat fare like this to help fuel her reign of terror. The bull shark demonstrates the importance of getting enough minerals in her diet. This shark understands that she needs to eat essential minerals to stay healthy and grow. Several grouper have made a home near the retired nuclear cooling towers. This is a great opportunity for the shark to test the theory that exposure to gamma rays gives you superpowers. We appreciate the grant from Sunshine Solutions that made this show possible. We'd also like to remind viewers that mass cloning and gene editing for today's military is safer than ever. Any body of water saturated with sewage or slaughterhouse wastes can be quite appealing to sharks. This shark is a sort of super scavenger, completely lacking in what may be called dietary discrimination. Shark versus dolphin, orca versus giant squid. Boat versus pylon. When establishing dominance, the contest is usually a deadly one, with survival as the prize. The threats to our ocean seem overwhelming, but by working together now, we can ensure that future generations always have a place to dump their old times. Perhaps having gone too far with her pranks and hype.
Got a regular there at Flamingo Joe's. Really Saints a tourist trade. But it's the only place to get a decent Sazerac that don't have me on their do not serve list.
The Scourge of the Swampland, Bayou Willie. Clovis's best efforts, the aquatic beast refuses to be tamed. The spectacle of a rampaging shark never fails to attract us. On the line, the shark hunters get serious about finding our bull shark before kickoff. The bartender life ender, Bobby Bojangles. Despite increased aerial surveillance, confidence amongst tourists and locals alike is far from buoyant. Became commonplace here after the previous mayor's practice of hiring Fijian shark charmers was largely ineffective. Shark hunters stalk their prey, fully aware of the grisly horrors that await the savage shrimper, Pookie Paul.
That's a shark for sure!
Things are getting heated in this war of attrition between man and nature. Another shot draws to a close. I would like to assure the Antolini crime family that this footage will in no way be used in the final edit of our program.
I wouldn't know him from Adam. If he kill another fisherman, that's between them and him, yeah?
The predatory scavenger is often quite content to dine on whatever wastes fall to the ocean floor. weekend special overlooking breathtaking panoramic lake views. Open living with vintage appeal. Call Deborah. Bull sharks have a habit of gobbling up anything that finds its way into
Say what?
Humans' record as a steward of our lakes and rivers has been checkered at best. The needle-toothed nightmare, the barracuda. Barracuda. While most recognize it as the title of a classic rock radio staple, did you know that it's also a fish? Well, it's true. Swimmers can dramatically reduce the likelihood of death. A bounty has been put out. And now a dangerous army of lawless, trigger-happy
I mean, I'm not an ornithologist, but I think it's probably a bad idea to get in the middle of flamingos' migration cycles. Just...
Shark hunting was prohibited by royal decree in ancient Fiji. But this is decidedly not ancient Fiji. There's way more liquor stores in daily news. The fishing phenom, Candyman Curtis.
He's in front of us.
This latest cycle of attacks will certainly be among the most infamous chapters in the long, troubled history of human-shark relations. Vigilante fever has seized Port Clovis, making it dangerous for anything that swims. about saving lives, but it's also about safeguarding tourism revenue. The Hoosier hotshot, Ensign Tyler Dixon. Only time will tell whether government actions can diminish Port Clovis's reputation as a shark attack hotspot. Found in a shark's stomach, it's truly the ocean's garbage can. The school of barracuda frequents the waters around Trash Island, where they enjoy a steady diet of hypodermic needles and use. Back on board the Cajun. Just like Kyle LeBlanc, our young bull is the inheritor of a long family tradition, struggling to find her place in the world. Another danger on the water for shark hunters? Determined process servers. Their boats laden with bench warrants and affidavits.
Dead Horse Lake.
Swimming at a waste disposal site heightens your risk of a shark attack, not to mention all varieties of diarrheal illnesses. Fawtick Bayou has long been a favorite go-to spot for catfishing. Shark demonstrates how they maintain their long tenure on Earth. is a driving force for the bull shark. The shark stuns her opponent with a flick of the tail. Catfish are cavity nesters, so mind your crevices. Some sharks are scavengers, indiscriminately consuming anything that's vaguely edible. The Bayou Brawler, the American alligator. Stunt show, but our shark is far too young to appreciate Rosie's classic brand of celebrity. Heat and lack of oxygen can be taxing for a shark. Instantized protein makes a great between-meal supplement, giving the shark the energy she needs to put on serious mass. Goaded by lusty appetites, the shark's sole aim is to eat and evolve. Gen 23 is certainly heating up the evolutionary arms race. Shark is never one to pass up a fat fiesta. The appetite of this shark is nearly insatiable. The likelihood of catastrophic risk scenarios wasn't really considered when developers built a golf course in a flood zone. New USGA Rule 4.182 might have saved these damaged clubs from abandonment. Not really a gourmand, the bull shark will eat just about anything. It's a kingfish in the mood, quite like watching a 73-year-old hit a double bogey. The fact that they've turned the waters off Baton Tordu into a spawning ground attests to their love of seniors golf. Golf ball diving is an exciting and growing field where you can risk alligators and venomous snakes for 7 to 10 cents per ball. The bull shark is known to be a voracious, if hardly discriminating, eater. Propensity to clear the ocean of its assorted detritus is one of their most valuable functions. Protein caches like this one are a convenient and tasty way for sharks to increase their protein intake. The sea wolf remains acutely aware of anything that might constitute food. Quite a strange conglomeration of stuff will end up in the stomachs of sharks. The bull shark is able to attain larger maximal sizes through selective feeding. Somebody's drinking team has a drowning problem. The predator is vulnerable outside of her liquid element. Hunters hold a deep hatred of wildlife in their hearts. None more so than the shark.
Shark fin traders come every year to Baton Tordu. Because what other way is there to celebrate killing beautiful animals for tasteless, nutritionless body parts than a $450 round?
If I didn't like sinking sharks, a lot more better than sinking butts.
American shores import this mako from Sri Lanka and train it to guard their community? Not likely, but let's pretend they did, as it makes for a more interesting storyline. This protein supplement has 0 additives, so the shark doesn't have to worry about hidden artificial colors or flavors.
Wrap it up for now, boys.
The hunt ends, but this is a mere pause in the eternal struggle between man and nature. From the moment she's born, the shark's cold, expressionless eyes are constantly on the watch for food. It's remarkable how quickly Port Clovis takes up arms in the name of a murderous cause.
These rich people parties always end in a fight over whether a poodle wheaten terrier mix should be called a woodle or a wheatle.
Traveling around, we are constantly reminded of how man's intrusion has disrupted the fragile equilibrium of the marine world. While at this point, it's cold comfort. The kingfish can die knowing its home population trends are healthy. Destruction of natural coastal habitats is sometimes necessary to build vacation homes for private equity fund partners. These scavengers of the sea are vital in cleaning the ocean floors of edible and semi-edible detritus. The rapacious rowing is always swimming, searching for anything to satisfy the gluttony that is their defining trait. Sultan of Speed, the Mako. Fast and aggressive, the Mako is known as the peregrine falcon of sharks. But as the peregrine is a land-based bird, this designation means nothing to the Mako.
What? 'Cause 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 'c
wildlife management has never been a priority in Port Clovis. And so, amateur hour begins.
See that hole there? Suck it in one shot back in 93. And if Cliff Gillis tell you I didn't, he'll lie.
The Gulf Coast stopped growing cotton and rice and started growing luxury vacation homes.
Sometimes even sharks just need to dirty bone. Over the course of a bull shark's life, it will ingest quite a broad assortment of flotsam and jetsam. It seems Port Clovis has forgotten all about its rogue shark, for now. Tigeroos are part of a complete balanced breakfast for anyone aspiring to one day suffer from fatty liver disease. The stomach contents of a shark is acutely aware that they'll eat just about anything. The solitary hunter stumbles upon another source of nourishment. Pride in boat ownership manifests itself in a variety of ways here in Port Clovis. While homeless and itinerant, hobos will work for a living. They are not to be confused with bums, who are sedentary and refuse to work. There's no such thing as a recession-proof business, except for the frozen banana stand. Whether boom or bust, the demand for reliable, quality frozen bananas remains a constant. Random mutations aren't random. They require large amounts of mutagens as a catalyst. An insatiable fish, the bull shark is 9/10 appetite. This mineral supplement wouldn't be necessary if this shark ate a more nutritious, well-balanced diet. The grotto provides a brief respite from the Sturm und Drang of the group. uses lipids from high-fat fare like this to help fuel her reign of terror. The bull shark demonstrates the importance of getting enough minerals in her diet. As is well known, volleyballs make way better friends than soccer balls, who will stab you in the back the first chance they get. This shark understands that she needs to eat essential minerals to stay healthy and healthy. Founder of America's largest shark finning enterprise, Mama Maybelle Bryant has collected quite a fleet of recreational boats. Her fail sons, Randall and Tyson, can often be spotted piloting them around Sapphire Bay. Of parrotfish here have kept Sapphire Bay's local hammerhead healthy and strangely. In the kill or be killed world of the sea, performance-enhancing mutagen. During Port Clovis's early days, city fathers touted its natural beauty. But the shrimpers and oystermen who docked there were only interested in its many horrors. Long a haven for small government ideologues, Port Clovis prides itself on its lax amusement park safety standards. Angry bull shark, local hunters are forced to post bail, shrug off last night's hangover so they can take to the wild.
I used to take Kyle to the carnival when he wasn't nothing but an itty-bitty boy. The fact that he was afraid of that Ferris wheel should have told me he was never gonna be no dog.
Shark is a sort of super scavenger, completely lacking in what may be called dietary discrimination. such as these often leave people unsettled and anxious. The corn-fed colossus, Butcher Boy Brady.
See you in a bit.
The Marine Predator displays little caution as the situation further escalates.
Somebody jump the water.
Probably right under me.
Supercharged with gene-altering mutagens, the shark now has an asymmetric edge on the competition. Port Clovis has grown bored of the hunt, leaving our shark to fight another day. Human and shark must so often meet as enemies. The predatory scavenger is often quite content to dine on whatever wastes fall to the ocean floor. Believe it or not, people paid over $12,000 to sleep in these tents and listen to Swedish DJs for an entire weekend.
Never mind. The hell is it? Hell, I don't know. Maybe she's scared of us.
Oh my God!
Is that it? Nah, that ain't it.
Bull sharks have a habit of gobbling up anything that finds its way into the water. No one can tell what may be found in a shark's stomach. It's truly the ocean's garbage can. The battle is over, but the war goes on. Hunger is a driving force for the bull shark. Like most American cities, the founders of Port Clovis were Freemasons, and probably Illuminati, congregated in secret UFO bases to perform Luciferian blood rituals. A shrill chorus of ankle bracelet alarms fills the air as shark hunters leave their homes to track our bull shark.
They say I used to be my my favorite lighthouse. People named Emil. They got it automated. The food is a lot less fun to drink.
The shark hunter is the only thing keeping tourists from a nasty, horrible death. Outsiders are just avoiding the beach for a few hours.
Sapphire Bay. IGT.
The toast of the coast, Lieutenant Shannon Sims.
We got a dorsal.
The shark's reckless behavior only further incenses Fort Clovis's citizens. If only someone had done their 6th grade reading assignment, perhaps this tragedy could have been avoided. Some sharks are scavengers, indiscriminately consuming anything that's vaguely edible. With little fanfare, another bounty hunt comes to a close. When sharks and humans meet, and many a child has run away to the sea with a head full of romantic notions of dynamiting sharks for a living.
only known habitat of the speckled seaside sparrow. But, you know, they went extinct in 2007.
The evolutionary anomaly, the hammerhead. This instantized protein makes a great between-meal supplement, giving the shark the energy she needs to put on serious problems. Humans' attention spans are short. We've already forgotten about the shark and her many crimes, so thus ends the bounty.
That's the one what took my hand, all right. Get yourself ready, boy. Now we playing with power. I'm about out of patience, me. Y'all working my last nerve, girlie.
Hey, shark ahead of us!
I got a knife beat for some bull. Need reinforcements! Don't drag us now! Boy, boy, boy. I've been waiting for you. C'est ça, couillon!
Scaly Pete. The shark is now an elder, and thus begins a new battle against systemic age discrimination. Given the number of people who frequent the beach, it can be rationally assumed that a little human urine finds its way to the sea. Goaded by lusty appetites, the shark's sole aim is to eat and evolve. Mutagen 23 is certainly heating up the evolutionary arms race. A shark is never one to pass up a fat fiesta. Even the self-driving technology of Gazorpazorp is not without its reliability concerns. A day at the beach is a summer ritual that wouldn't be complete without plenty of sunshine, sandcastles, and circarial dermatitis. Not really. The bull shark will eat just about anything. Fostering a balanced ecosystem is a complex and multifaceted process. What harm could arise from killing a bunch of seals? A bounty has been posted. The shark will have to be cautious until the hunters grow bold. Shark attacks are potent reminders that many shark species will go extinct if not protected from commercial fishing.
629 days, Prosperity Sands ain't had no shark attacks. You can thank OP for that. Prosperity Sands sure ain't.
I see ya. Never mind. Wait, is that?
The ocean waters are driven constantly by tides, currents, and Saudi-owned super yachts. Protein caches like this one are a convenient and tasty way for sharks to increase their protein intake. The sea wolf remains acutely aware of anything that might constitute food. The bull shark is able to attain larger maximal sizes through selective feeding. Operated by Roger Cantrell, recently broke the state record for number of revocable commercial fishing offenses. This protein supplement has 0 additives, so the shark doesn't have to worry about hitting artificial colors or flavors. From the moment she's born, the shark's cold, expressionless eyes are constantly on the watch for food. It's another unsuccessful shark hunt for the people of Port Clovis. Being natural cowards, shark hunters will often call for backup upon spotting their prey.
I don't know nothing about no raves. Are you throwing a fiddle door on the beach at night? You just asking to get bit.
Constantly reminded of how man's intrusion has disrupted the fragile equilibrium of the marine world. bull shark is an animal of broad dietary proclivities.
Folk out there boarded painted sails. Look, you know, so do a lot of other New York couillons.
The idea that shorelines belong to the public comes from Roman Emperor Justinian, but only because he wasn't able to consult with the Association of Resort Developers' eternally wise lobbyists. Emperor of the Deep, the Great White.
That about wraps it up.
Another shark hunt draws to a close. Is often referred to as the king of the ocean, which gives it a skewed understanding of the role of a monarch in modern society. As humans, nature, to ensure the safety of the public, a bounty has been placed on the fugitive shark.
30 cents. We're in the mood for a shark hunt. That's your job.
I'm on this bounty.
The bull shark must return to her native ocean home.
I like this beach you and me. Got a lot of nice-looking, wealthy women. There's a court order says I can't be within 200 feet of the beach. But you can see a lot with a good set of binoculars.
These scavengers of the sea are vital in cleaning the ocean floors of edible and semi-edible detritus. The accelerating destruction of the Gulf has occurred in tandem with a wholly humanized view of progress and development. The shark is now a megashark, often referred to by scientists as the 64-ounce gas station soda of large marine predators. rapacious rover is always swimming, searching for anything to satisfy the gluttony that is their defining trait. To see this area is to witness the inability of the hydrosphere to support the growth of humanized landscapes along the Gulf. Frozen herring and fish fingers, Casanita just wants her favorite comfort food, raw shark liver. Sometimes even sharks just need to dirty up. When a shark pulls itself onto the beach, sometimes it just wants to play a hot game of frisbee, but that's just some of the time. When the sound of shotgun, Molly Hatchet disturbs the serenity of an otherwise calm sea, the shark hunters are near.
I catch 3 of them killer whales, they got their fish fingers. I could say I got a real keen eye for talent. Although, gorillas really gotta work on those side areas.
Clovis's most disreputable citizens converged on the area. The marine hunter makes quick work of a land mammal unaccustomed to aquatic life. multi-million-dollar menace, Mama Maybell.
Whoa! This changes things. A shark!
The situation has escalated, and the price on the shark's head is risen. Over the course of a bull shark's life, it will ingest quite a broad assortment of flotsam and jetsam. Anyone who has delved into the stomach contents of a shark is acutely aware that they'll eat just about anything. But this is a mere pause in the eternal struggle between the solitary hunter stumbles upon another source of nourishment. Sea turtle numbers have exploded. Bad news for seagrass, great news for orcas who enjoy torturing and eating them. Shockingly, this was only Alex's second worst birthday. Random mutations aren't random. They require large amounts of mutagens as a catalyst. His locals seldom miss an opportunity to indulge in mindless, gratuitous slaughter. Contrary to urban legend, the bull shark cannot live out of water.
Well, I said to them, you better build that boardwalk higher, because you just asking for a shark attack how you got it now. Do they listen to me? Not at all.
This mineral supplement wouldn't be necessary if this shark ate a more nutritious, well-balanced diet. If you're like me, you're probably wondering what their secret is for such durable papier-mâché. It seems Port Clovis has forgotten all about its rogue shark, for now. Most shark hunters have close friends or family members who have been eaten or half-eaten by sharks.
Bounty for y'all. Let's put down this shark, huh?
That used to scare, yeah. But they don't give you no scholarships for winning no big air rail jam.
Recently, Port Clovis has gained a reputation for its derivative, politically confused street art. Port Clovis has grown bored of the hunt, leaving our shark to fight another. To a human, the ocean is not having evaded justice for her heinous crimes. The shark is now the subject of a bounty.
Okay, maybe I don't know how to properly stock and manage a fish pond, but it's a learning process.
The shark uses lipids from high-fat fare like this to help fuel her reign of terror. The white and black attack, the orca. Orcas do enjoy playing with toys, but not half as much as a day-old seal. Once the featured attraction at marine mammal parks, now have a new favorite. The Gulf Stream is just one of many major currents that mariners have used since time immemorial to circumnavigate the globe. The bull shark demonstrates the importance of getting enough minerals in her diet. shark understands that she needs to eat essential minerals to stay healthy and grow. In the kill or be killed world of the sea, performance-enhancing mutagens provide benefits that could mean the difference between life and death. This shark is a sort of super scavenger, completely lacking in what may be called dietary discrimination. Supercharged with gene-altering mutagens, the shark now has an asymmetric edge on the competition. Bull sharks have a habit of gobbling up anything that finds its way into the water. Tell what may be found in a shark's stomach, it's truly the ocean's garbage can. Catfish is easily distinguished from other species by their smooth, scaleless bodies and signature whiskers. Only here can the shark discover the miracle of self-love. Hunger is a driving force for the bull shark. While the state of Dead Horse Lake is alarming, we can be assured that a new era of environmental stewardship will restore order to our treasured wild places. Sharks in their place, hunters ensure they'll stay in their lane, so we don't have a Planet of the Apes situation on our hands. Some sharks are scavengers, indiscriminately consuming anything that's vaguely edible. A water's murkiness or turbidity can significantly raise the risk of a shark attack. A shark to catch a catfish, or just a reckless small-town yokel out on a noodling weekend. By identifying key disaster-related issues, commercial developers can be more informed as they continue recklessly building along the coast. It's attacks like these that can change a city's notion of itself as a beach lover's paradise. Sharks are responsible for just 3% of hunter deaths. Drugs, alcohol, and poor firearm handling account for the rest. Pier 1's Bird Dog Grill is famous for its endless platter challenge, featuring a dozen oysters, 1 full rack of ribs, 6 sausage links, half a barbecue chicken, and 25 spicy wings. Unaware, the noose around its neck tightens thanks to a crack team of shark hunters.
You got a boat and a gun? Get out there!
Dad used to take me here for sailing lessons. He'd sit up on his trawler waving his hunting rifle, yelling at me to sail faster.
Pier 1's Bird Dog Grill is famous for its endless platter challenge, featuring a dozen oysters, 1 full rack of ribs, 6 sausage links, half a barbecue chicken, and 25 spicy wings. A shark attack too often provokes Port Clovis locals into killing every swimming creature along the coast. Lacking sufficient sand or protective dunes, heavily developed areas risk great danger from hurricanes and tropical storms. A great way to discourage museum attendance is to put your museum underwater. This instantized protein makes a great between-meal supplement, giving the shark the energy she needs to put on serious mass. Goaded by lusty appetites, the shark's sole aim is to eat and evolve. Mutagen 23 is certainly heating up the evolutionary arms race. A shark is never one to pass up a fat fiesta. This recreation of the Titanic was so accurate, 1,500 people died during its maiden voyage. The appetite of this shark is nearly insatiable. Really a gourmand, the bull shark will eat just about anything. Sea sponges' demand for pineapple homes has sparked massive deforestation throughout Costa Rica. But being brainless, sponges rarely weigh the consequences of their buying decisions. The bull shark is known to be a voracious, if hardly discriminating, eater. Sharks' propensity to clear the ocean of its assorted detritus is one of their most valuable functions. To eat over a ton of food every day, which here in the Gulf mostly consists of hammerhead sharks. 24-karat gold fixtures, 2 discos, circular staircases, and a mosaic swimming pool. The underwater world is a fantasia, bustling with color and activity. Protein caches like this one are a convenient and tasty way for sharks to increase their protein intake. The tail can be used for more than mere underwater propulsion. Quasi-legal get-rich.
We've had some real bad fish skills because of these oil tankers spinning. But it brings a lot of money into the economy. Can't argue with that.
Ice fishing is similar to regular fishing, but enjoyable only to upper Midwesterners. The sea wolf remains acutely aware of anything that might constitute food. Port Clovis has long been a popular dumping ground for the military, thanks to its lenient regulations and low tipping fees.
Passing me. I know it.
Coastal risk analysis reveals that someday, someone here is going to get a sizable check from the If a T-Rex is your favorite dinosaur, then you're boring and unoriginal and you need to pick a different favorite dinosaur.
Port Clovis really been sprouting up these past few years. Put some of my own money in this. Gonna be a laser tag fun park.
Quite a strange conglomeration of stuff will end up in the stomachs of sharks. With little fanfare, another bounty hunt comes to a close. Concentrations of metals and hydrocarbons in the water shows how much the Gulf has progressed since Amerigo Vespucci first arrived here in 1497.
I said Captain Blighty sunk his treasure somewhere around here. Been funding a diving expedition every year for 10 years and I ain't found it yet.
The bull shark is able to attain larger maximal sizes through selective feeding. This protein supplement has 0 additives, so the shark doesn't have to worry about hidden artificial colors or flavors. From the moment she's born, the shark's cold, expressionless eyes are constantly on the watch for food. Giant monsters, or kaiju, occasionally visit Port Clovis to pregame before destroying more worthwhile cities. The Gulf is vast, 600,000 square surface miles to be exact, making it 5th among the world's cities. The cetacean assassin, the sperm whale. The world practically ran on sperm whale oil. Now we can only watch them from afar, dreaming of tapping their skulls for all that sweet spermaceti. Have arrived.
So, the university sends their students out here every summer to study the reefs. Shit. Guess we all got different ideas about summer fun, yeah? sewer lines need work. I've had campylobacteriosis, cryptosporidiosis, leptospirosis. Let me tell you, partner, that ain't no joke.
The Predator displays a sinuous elegance of movement. Traveling around, we are constantly reminded of how man's intrusion disrupted the fragile equilibrium of the marine world. Benjamin Franklin marveled at how quickly the Gulf Stream allowed him to travel back to America after his many Parisian whoring expeditions. The air out here has a distinctive smell, that of sea salt, nitrogen oxides, and an intriguing bouquet of volatile organic compounds. Pete has built an impressive battleship, but will it be enough to endure the prehistoric might of a mega shark? Bringing their explosive and port impulse control with them.
He was really into scuba back when he was a teenager. This museum's the first place I took him after all of that stuff.
able-bodied seaman, Commander Percy Metcalf.
Look left.
Throwing caution to the wind, the Big Fish escalates its battle against Port Clovis. The ocean is a source of life, inspiration, and eternal renewal. But mostly it exists to be exploited and commodified by humans. There would have been more protests surrounding Prosperity Sands were not the public already so numb about ecological concerns in general. Local resorts have responded to the rise by importing 285,000 tons of sand and counting. Clovis's communal guard against shark attacks came after experimentation with animal sacrifices to appease the shark god, Dakiwaka. Quick evasive action. The beast of the fleet, Captain Robert Brundtland.
Bit inside.
The bull shark obstinately digs in as the conflict escalates. Once you accept that our modern industrial civilization is just one among many that have risen and fallen, then you can finally surrender peacefully to our inevitable collapse.
girly. As you can see, I came prepared today. I'ma fix you up real purty. I will chum y'all up. Turn that back on. Look at the size of her. I'm tired of looking at y'all ugly face. Need reinforcements. Don't drag ass now. Get back on. You're really getting going now. Knockdown dragger. Better watch how you pushing my buttons.
Look at her.
Y'all gonna look so good mounted on my wall.